Hello again. So I'm Flo, and if it's the first video you've done with me, this is just a little bit of chair yoga. So again, this video is probably going to be about 25-30 minutes long. We're going to do a little bit of breathing exercise. We're going to stay seated for the whole thing, but we're going to move a little bit faster at points, just to get ourselves moving a little bit more. But yeah, we're essentially going to start with some gentle stretching and then a seated version of a sun salutation, essentially. So, first of all, we're going to get ourselves nice and comfortable. So we're going to move ourselves maybe to the edge of the seat. You can be in an armchair, you can be in a dining chair, you can be on the sofa, whatever works for you, whatever chair you have available. But just try and find a place on said chair that you can place your feet flat on the floor and that you can find a bit of length here through the spine. And don't worry if you've got bare feet, socks on, slippers on, shoes on, whatever it is. Doesn't matter for this purpose, but just get those feet nice and grounded. And we're just going to start by tuning in with the breath and tuning in with our body. So gradually just start to close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. And if this is a bit much for you, you're welcome just to lower the gaze to the floor. And just breathing really deeply here into the belly, into the ribs, and into your chest. Really try to find that expansion here throughout the torso. Really try to use that full capacity of your lungs. So let the belly swell, let the ribs expand, let the chest rise. Just following that breath. And then slowly we're just going to begin to scan through the body and notice if there's any areas of tension, discomfort. So we're just going to start at the toes, scanning our way up through the feet, the legs, the buttocks and the hips. Making our way up through the torso, down the shoulders, arms, and to the tips of the fingers. And then gradually moving our awareness through our throat, face, and to the crown of the head. And are there any areas you're holding on to a little bit tense or tight? Are there any areas of the body that feel a little bit uncomfortable? Do you need to adjust your seat? Do you need to try and relax your hands or your toes or your jaw? But just notice. And then again, bring the breath. Bring yourself back to the breath. Breathing again into that belly, into the ribs, into the chest. As you just feel your feet really root down into the earth. So feel that connection between the soles of the feet and the floor. Become aware of that connection between your buttocks and the chair. Maybe you're aware of the weight of the hands on the thighs or in your lap. Keep softening the shoulders, softening the jaw, softening the space between the eyes. We're just going to take a very simple breathing exercise here, a feather breath. So this is really, really simple, really easy to follow, but very soothing. And very simply, we're going to keep the eyes closed if you're happy doing so, but we're just going to start to imagine or visualize that there is a feather floating in front of our face. And as we then inhale through the nose, we're imagining that feather is drifting towards us. And as we then exhale gently through the mouth, we're imagining we're blowing that feather away. And that feather can be any size, any shape, any colour. It can be whatever springs to your mind. But we're just watching that feather as we breathe. So inhale, feather draws in. Exhale gently through the mouth, blow the feather away. And keeping that going, inhaling and exhaling. And again, follow your breath, your rhythm. Follow your feather. And take our last two. And then once you finish that next exhale, watch that feather drift away into the distance. Bring the breath back to the nose and just gradually start to flutter open the eyes. Taking in your surroundings, breathing again deeply into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest. And we'll just start to warm up that body. So we're going to bring the hands together in front of the heart. And inhale, push your hands up through center. And exhale, wind those wrists down. And then again, inhale. And exhale. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, push the hands up through center. Exhale, drop your right hand down onto your armrest or onto the side of your chair and just start to stretch overhead with that left hand. We can keep the arms straight or we can soften the elbow. Again, work with what feels best for your body. But breathing here, keep pushing down through your bottom. And then inhale, lifting up. And exhale, sending it over to the opposite side. Again, nice deep breaths. And again, that arm can be straight, the elbow can be bent, whatever works for you. Another inhale, exhale. And then inhale, lifting all the way up. We're going to slowly then start to twist. So twisting towards the right. You're going to take your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. And then that right hand can come either onto the back of your chair if it's low enough, or just plant onto the seat behind you. And we're just going to twist ourselves around. Take a little gentle twist. And then slowly inhale, coming all the way back round to center. And exhale slowly. We're going to twist the other side. So now left hand comes, right hand even comes to the outside of that left thigh. Left hand either comes to the back of the chair, armrest, or to the seat behind us. And again, twist. And then slowly coming all the way back round to the middle. Hands are coming to those knees, fingertips curl just over the kneecaps. We're going to do a seated cat-cow. So exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin to the chest. And then inhale, start to push the chest forward and lift the gaze. And then again, exhale, round, chin to chest. Inhale, arch and lift the gaze. And just keep going at your breath and rhythm. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, arching. And again, exhale. And inhale. Last one, exhale. And inhale. And then slowly finding your neutral spine once more. We're going to just wake up those ankle joints, and then we're going to start moving through a seated sun salutation. So we're going to slide our right foot out, and we're just either going to keep that heel resting on the floor, or we can lift the leg into the air. Again, work with wherever you're at today. And we're just going to start rotating that ankle round. Slow as fast as you need, just getting that ankle moving. And then we're going to swap that direction. So we're going to find that little rotation the other way, circling round, big or small circles as you need. And then again, we're just going to release that foot down to the earth, and now stretch our left foot out. And again, left foot can either rest on the floor with the heel, or we can lift the leg, up to you. And then we're again starting to rotate our ankle. Nice big or small circles. And then we're going to swap that direction, finding our movement the other way again, big or as small as you need. I'm going to take another deep breath. And then releasing again that foot down onto the floor. So we're going to begin some sun salutations. For those of you who have done yoga before, you probably know what sun salutation is. For those of you that don't, it is just a set series of movements which aim at kind of moving at least majority of the body. Obviously it's slightly adapted as we're sitting in a chair, but we will kind of start up high, move low, come back up high. You kind of just follow it around. We're going to do 2 rounds. We're going to start very slow, and then we're going to speed it up a tiny little bit just to make ourselves feel like we've moved a bit more. So our hands are going to start in front of our heart. We're going to take a nice deep breath. Feet are nice and firm on the floor. Inhale, exhale. And then we're going to inhale, push our hands up. And exhale, slowly start to fold ourselves over our thighs. Hands can come down to the floor. We can rest ourselves onto the thighs, and we can maybe relax the neck. If this is not happening for us, and this is just not where we're able to go, that is fine. Instead, what we're going to do is we're just going to rest the forearms on the knees and lean forward. Try to lengthen as much as you can through the spine here instead. But again, choose what works for you. Deep breath. And then inhale, lifting all the way up. Hands come to the knees, arch the spine, lift the gaze. And then exhale, lengthening your spine, slide your right foot out. Heel comes to the floor, and start to send yourself down. Slide the hands down that right leg. Deep breath. And then slowly inhale, sliding our way all the way up. And we're going to swap it over. Left foot comes out, and again, slide yourself down that left leg as far as you can go. So that may be to the thigh, it may be down towards the ankle or the calf. Again, work with your body. Deep breath. And then inhale, sliding away all the way back up. Plant that foot as we then inhale. Push the hands up high. And then exhale, hands come in front of our heart. We're going to do that one more time. So again, inhale, pushing the hands up. And then exhale, sending ourselves forward. Again, choose whether you want to take those forearms to the thighs, or whether we take that chest and belly down towards the thighs instead. Relax the neck, take a breath. Inhale, slide your way back up the legs. Hands come to the knees, start to arch the spine and lift the gaze. And then slowly start to straighten your spine. Slide your right leg out and start to slide yourself down the right leg. Again, you can come to the thigh, the calf, the ankle, wherever works for you. Just try to flex that right foot towards you so you get a little bit of an added stretch here down that hamstring is the word I'm looking for. Take a deep breath. And then inhale, sliding your way up. Plant that right foot, left foot comes out, and start to send yourself down that leg as well here. And again, try to flex that left foot towards you, breathing deeply here. Another deep inhale and exhale. And then inhale, sliding yourself all the way back up. Planting that foot, send the hands up high, and exhale, releasing those hands to heart. Take another deep breath, and then release the hands to the knees. So hopefully you can feel a little bit of kind of energy that started to be created in the body from doing just that little simple movement. We're just going to do a final couple of postures, and then we're going to start doing our little relaxation. So hands are going to send themselves up high. We're going to interlace our fingers and point our index fingers up towards the sky. And then slowly exhale. Just lean over to your right. Inhale up to center. And exhale to the left. And then again, inhale up. Exhale, lean. And again, inhale. Exhale. One more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, start to wind those arms all the way back down. And then releasing those hands to the knees, we're just going to start to roll the shoulders round. And again, big or small circles as you need here. But just get those shoulders moving. And then we're going to start rolling the shoulders the other way, finding that movement the other way. Last circle. And then slowly sending that back down. We're going to maybe just lift up onto the balls of the feet and then drop the heels down. And again, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Last one, lift and lower. Feel free to give your legs a little bit of a shake if you want to, but we're just otherwise going to start sliding ourselves back into our chair, make ourselves nice and comfy, and we're just going to begin to settle ourselves in for our last little bit, our relaxation. So hands again can rest in the lap, palms down, palms up, whatever works for you here. But try to keep that bit of length through the spine, so we don't want to be completely slouching back here. We just want to still find that bit of elevation. And we're again going to start bringing that breath back to the nose. And taking some really lovely deep inhales and exhales. As we again just start to scan through the body, as we try to notice if there's any change or similarity in the body since we began. Is there any change or similarity in the breath or in how we feel? And again, we're just going to take 3 deep sighs. So inhaling through the nose. And then sighing it all out. And again, inhale. And sigh. Inhale. And sigh. Bringing that breath back to the nose. As we gradually then just begin to soften the toes, the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet, and the ankles. Softening the calves, the shins, the knees, the thighs, the buttocks, and the hips. Softening the belly, the lower back, the upper back, the chest. Softening the shoulders, the tops of the arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the palms, the fingers, the thumbs. Softening the throat, the jaw, the mouth, the tongue. Softening the cheeks, the nose, the eyes, the eyebrows, and the forehead. We're going to take one more deep breath. And then gradually just beginning to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Starting to flex the ankles and flex the wrists. And gradually just beginning to inhale and stretch the hands up overhead and just stretch all of your body. And exhale, let it all go. And then again, inhale, stretching it all out. And exhale, letting it all go. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Slowly just begin to lift yourself up so you find a bit of a straighter spine. Maybe again move to the edge of your chair. Eyes can be closed or eyes can blink open. Taking again some lovely deep breaths into that belly, into the ribs, into the chest. Bringing those hands together in front of the heart in a prayer position. Taking a final deep breath. And namaste, everyone. So thank you again, guys. I hope you find that helpful. Again, you can use that as little or as often as you need. You can make it longer. You can do more of those sun salutations. You can do more of those stretches. Hold them for a bit longer. Have a play around with it. Use it for whatever you need. But hopefully that gives you a really good starting point, at least anyway. Hopefully see you all soon. Have a lovely day.